Alright, I'm not counting this morning and last night for my dietary. What the fuck am I wearing? Yeah, I just stepping on nails and shit. Alright, what's going on? That's gotta be on the side. Let me get my keys for my house. You know, I should probably move the car. Here feels like a little clogged. I don't know why. Hi. Oh, YouTube, don't fail me. We were doing so good together. It's motivation time. Let's get consistent. Should I just here? You know. Last night I went live on Twitch and I came on here to loop a video, and I don't know if it works. It was through my laptop. Some people saw it, but I don't think it's fine. I'm gonna just, you want to join me on there for the live, join me on there. If you don't want to, because I do, but you know, I feel like I got Rosie vulnerability, lunar beam. They are all coming through. My boyfriend. So we'll just keep playing with it. But welcome. We're here in the live stream today. How far am I from the curb? That fucking house looks huge. I need to generate a fucking shitload of wealth. My boyfriend said something really, I screenshotted what he sent that was a good motivational comment. What is it? It's like, I want to look it up real quick. Hang on. He said, instead of saying I'm 44, I'm just say I'm only 44 to catch myself from like comparing myself with age and shit. And I really like that. That's fucking right. So what's good, everybody? My hair looks pretty flat, and I'm sick of my hair being flat. I want to do something with my hair when I don't blow dry it, so that it doesn't look, because my forehead is big, then my forehead looks bigger when I don't do something with my hair that's more volumized. Anyway, I got some bakery stuff because I was craving it, and my knee is hurting a little bit this morning. Let's go. Consistency. I got 2 shows coming. Hi. Good morning. It does look like a nice day. Look, this is an empty spot. This lot has been sitting here for like years, and nobody does anything with it. I don't know why. The person who owns this lot just keeps it here. I'm curious what that is. Look, like someone just, I don't know what they did, but they just like dug it up, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna make some coffee and we're gonna talk about high vulnerability. That's okay. I'm gonna post a video from the interview with Manny, and we had two comics come in. We talked about their experiences. Mostly Manny and I were talking, and I think we're gonna just keep playing around with the interview stuff. And if you want to tell a joke as a follower, then go ahead and tell a joke. Mindsets. I'm like, that's fine. You don't have to. Like, I think the online stuff isn't like for everybody, and you don't have to do like a set and expect to laugh. But if you want to like tell the joke, and then the chat will vote whose was funniest, kind of thing. Also, we're gonna make it about how my live streams high kicks and coffee and shit. I don't know. Good morning. We'll figure it out. We're playing around with it. It was a lot of fun. Drinking games. I feel like my ear is clogged. And I got my microphones, so I have a chance to open them up. Good morning. All right, I had to change to the Wi-Fi setting. I think I might have to postpone my Columbus show. I don't necessarily want to, because I don't want them to get mad that I'm postponing it, but at the same time, I just don't know if it's worth it. I want to travel with stand-up because that's what how you make your money as a stand-up. And also, people come to see you from all over. I'm not there yet, though. Like, I'm not there yet with my numbers still. So, hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy poop, happy poop. Can't hear it in my ear. My ear is feeling weird. And my numbers aren't there, so I don't. For the 500th time, I don't know. I don't want Neffy to be like, oh, you know what? We gave you this date, and now you're backing out, and like you're not even trying. I mean, I've been promoting that Columbus show for a minute. Instagram hasn't been seeing the promotion because I'm on YouTube daily, and this is a bit more where my audience lies. Hit that like button and tell me where you're based out of, and who is your favorite comedian? I want to know. Besides me. I live in a mess right now. So we're gonna get. I don't know if these are gonna work right away, but let's see. Let's see. Do they need charging? Probably. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? Sound better? Eddie Murphy is your favorite comedian. Hi, Sean. Who's your favorite comedian? Comedy podcast listener. Or what's your favorite? And what's your favorite comedy podcast? So many of them out there now. Do you guys hear me okay? Adam Sandler. I haven't seen Adam Sandler and I haven't. Who is your favorite comedian and why? You guys testing 1, 2. Test 1, 2, to check 1, 2, check 1, 2, 3. There was bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. I can't hear out of my fucking ear right now. And my house is a mess. That's the one thing I'll say. Like, I don't have to worry about my boyfriend judging me. Not that he judges me on other things, he doesn't. But like on my house, it's like I feel like I clean it and then it's a mess again, and then I clean it and it's a mess again. Can you hear me? Okay. What do you think? I'm gonna just change my top. Hang on. Hang on. I'm also gonna play around with that stream, like playing around with Twitch, gaming and shit, because it's a different kind of platform. Okay. Can you hear? Papa, can you hear me? Stupid. What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite podcast? Akasai Sing because it's relatable sets. Oh, I like that. I don't know that one. Akash Sing? I don't know Akash. I'll have to look Akash up. I'm 44. My boyfriend told me he sent me a bunch of like motivational stuff too. That was helpful. And he wrote he sent a message that was like on Twitch. So I was like, I'm 40. We were talking about stand up and age and a little bit. And I was like, yeah, and I'm 44 because Manny's 38. He started 4 years ago. Actually, Manny started similarly. No, I started at 36. No, wait, did I? No, 34. I started at 34. It was 10 years. Thank you for the flower. Thank you for the flower. Tweaky blinders. Thank you for the thought around 40-ish. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I think my ear is doing something weird this morning. So he said, instead of saying I'm 44, you say I'm only 44. Because I was saying like I'm like 44. Like I got to get it moving. And it's like instead of saying that, every time I catch myself, say I'm only 44, which is true. Like that's how you got to go. So we're sticking to the plan. Writing an hour today, rehearsing an hour. Staying on task too. I have a feeling I'm gonna talk to Neffy and say, look, the flights I gotta book soon. If you're only at one ticket, I am fine with postponing or rescheduling until my numbers can go up visibly. What do you think? I just don't want to be like, you're giving up that easily, but it's like, well, I don't want to give. It's not that I want to give up. It's I have to pay for airfare. They are paying for my hotel in Columbus, but I'm paying for my airfare, and I don't know if I have that in me right now. And I think this is where I'm going to be reevaluating moving forward. Which, when I tour with Divorce Diaries, which places I'm going to, I just get excited when people want to book me, and then but I'm at a point now where it's like, it's either I work on the stand-up and then wait for the numbers to come and then build Divorce Diaries even more in addition to all my other stuff and then go from there. Here. Hey, very excited to taste this. I don't know what it is, but it's got pecans on it. It's from the Italian bakery up the street. Mmm. 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 Mukbang. That's so good. Mmm. 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 This is so yummy. This is good, guys. Oh my God. It's like some pecan honey pastry. Mmm. 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 This is the last one, too. Maximini. No, I don't. I know who they are. I know who they are, but I don't know them directly. So, who is your favorite comedian? What's your favorite comedy podcast? Why? Put it in the chat. We're having a delicious bakery item. Baker up the street. Talking about possibly postponing Columbus. Not sure yet. I think that actually I am sure that I want to postpone it. But I don't want to like piss off the GM. There's also a comment. There's a piece of plastic in the coffee. Ew. There's a piece of plastic in the coffee. Ew. Okay. That was weird. That's weird. There's a piece of plastic in the coffee. Okay. Ow! My toe. Damn it. How does one stub their toe on a stove? What the hell is that? It's like a legit piece of plastic in the coffee. I should have taken a picture of it and sent it to Costello. Hi, so Martinelli's, don't forget. Got you. Hit that like button if you're just tuning in. I'm Michele Traina, comedian, actor, coffee connoisseur. I don't know the channel name, but which one Andrew Schultz do? Oh, okay. Yes. I know what you're talking about. Andrew Schultz is one. Chrissy Chaos is one of my faves. Steph Toloff's staph infection. Nicole Birch, shout out to her. My friend Doug's is a bass hole. He hasn't done one in a while though. But Nicole Birch has the funny thing. That really freaked me out, the plastic shit. Ew. Okay. Back to the yummy pastry. It's like a pecan honey. Mmm. 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 So yummy. Can you ask how? What do you mean? What? How? What? Comedy podcast. Which ones do you listen to? So good. Yeah, that was weird. Plastic in their coffee, like. So, this is so good. It's like the best. Hi, Stuart. How about back? Heading out. So last night we did a Twitch stream, and We had Manny and Patrick both performed on it. Their 1 minute set. It's more like an interactive interview too, because nobody's laughing. And I know some people didn't like to do the virtual sets. I was just trying to find, like, people wanted to do jokes about me with like anyone here who wants to be interactive and get to be on camera, go for it. So we'll play around it. Maybe I'll just make it more interviewy. But I like the jokes. Write a joke, who has the best joke, and then we vote on it based off a topic. Marty, I don't know what I'm paying attention to. This pastry is so good. All right, if you're just you've never seen this, I pour hot a little bit of milk. I fill it up to the halfway point, and then I steam it. Vulnerability expert, where are you from again? Everybody, where are you from? Put it in the chat. Okay, so I'm paying attention to you. Could we hear better? Could we hear the microphone better, or what do you think? So good. So freaking good. This is delicious. This is delicious. Look. VA. Okay. So we're part of Virginia. So yummy. Mmm. 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 It's Thursday. Where are we at with our goals? North Carolina. What's up, Daryl? Testing. Testing. Okay, sounds good. Testing. Okay, sounds good. All right, sorry about that being annoying, but like I just want to make sure that you hear it correctly. That was so fucking good. I also bought my daughter a muffin, but speaking of foods, it was so delicious. Okay. Saturday, I'm performing in Brooklyn. It's called Pass Comedy. Wait, let's see. This is me gonna pull up my Instagram. We have Gilded Age Comedy Sunday. Michele Traina, Out of Pocket Comedy. There's two. It's the Summit. It's at Summit 6S. Fuck, I don't know what that is. Let's go hit that like button, everybody. They have two shows. They have a 7:30 and a 9 p.m. And they're doing like a taping. So shout out to Emil, who got me, who introduced me or connected me to the producer. I will also say, hi Stuart. I will also say that I think I left my tripod at New York Comedy Club because I can't find it. So I have to order probably another one. Damn it. John, what happened to you? I was messaging you. You on the live yesterday. I wrote like click here. You did nothing. It's all good. But like I always wonder because some people will come in and be like, "Hi," I'm like, "Hi, join." Hi, Matt Acoustic, Terradome from the Terradome. You're in Wisconsin, right? Or Michigan? I can't remember. No, you're in Wisconsin. Hit that like button. Get 93 of you in here. 93. That's so amazing. 93 grapes. Hi, Rosie. Rosie showed up and always shows up last night. What do you think of the stream on Twitch? Good morning. I thought it was good. I think we'll keep developing it. I think more of the interview part is entertaining. It's hard to see what's funny, what's not, but I like making like I think then it becomes more like a podcast, right? Which we can do. We can make it a podcast if you want. Hello. What? Stuck up. Yes. Ow, my knee. My knee is hurting me this morning. I don't want it to because I run every day and I don't want it to hurt. But all right, so those guys were funny and very kind. Yes. Patrick's nice. Patrick and I met doing the show in Staten Island. Very good comedy. Manny and I met through, how did we originally meet? Through the dojo. Hi, Henry. How flexible am I? Decent. I wouldn't say I'm like the best, but decent. Coffee time. Here, wait. New microphones. What do you think? Good morning, Tarciso Shiviati. How are you? Oh, I love it. The consistency of writing every day is important because I think John sent me these pictures. Did I take it? Oh, no, wait. He did it on my other Instagram. Good. You're from Brazil. Welcome from Brazil. Are you still in the World Cup? I don't know. I'm acting like I pay attention to the World Cup. If somebody around me is in it, I'll pay attention to it. I was watching a little bit of the Colombia game, which I know that they lost. So I that was it though. The consistency of doing the reps is love. I love coffee too. The consistency of doing the reps is important because if you're not, Brazil lost to Norway. Okay, because if you're not, then you're not getting your practice in. You know? Oh man, that feels good. I just had the most delicious pastry. So today and tomorrow, I'm not sure where I can find a mic. I got to get some reps in before Saturday. Didn't have any yesterday, and I can just practice on my own. But there's no mics at the time that I need them to be able to practice. You are working today. Who else is working today? I'm working, but this is a different kind of work. Some might say, oh, this isn't work, but it is my work. I saw Wicked Good Drink Recipes in Cafe Pastel as the base ingredient. Oh, tell us about it. Tell us about it. How do you write a joke? That's a great question, right? How do you write the joke? I always start out with my art. Hey, thank you for the sparkles, Rosie. I always start out with my artist notes and then go from the premise and then just write. And then like lately I've been just trying to come up with one-liners too to just get better in that habit. You husband. Hi, John Manning. I don't have a husband. I have a boyfriend. Do you do crowd work? I do. Put a topic in the chat. Let's see what we can come up with. Also, this light last night was making me look very pale. There you go. My boyfriend was roasting me about it. He's fully taken on that roast mentality. India versus Sativ. His love language. He sent me a I'll share it later. A thing about. Anyway, ignore that. Never mind. Trump? No, it's not a no-go topic. We can talk about it. What am I talking about? I'll say this. Senator Pratt was in a picture with Trump. I kind of starting to understand. I have actually leaned more towards the middle at this point. You know, I did a audition for Newsmax. So I told you guys about this. If you didn't know, I have it on my YouTube. I auditioned for Newsmax. I don't even know if it was an audition. I worked with them. They asked me to audition for a co-host position. The owner of News, this was months ago. Your flexibility. Sorry, I'm not very fluent in English. Oh, okay, that's okay. And they are right wingers. I'm not a left winger or right winger anymore. I don't even know what I am. I'm in the middle somewhere. Because you can't. I feel like you can't say how you feel without getting prosecuted by everybody. Of course, she's still a mod. Why would she not be a mod? Oh, I don't know. What happened? Rosie, you're not a mod? It's not showing that. Hold on. What happened to Rosie's mod thing? Hold on. Let me see. I noticed that her sign is different. And I can't press on it. Rosie, can you? Oh, yeah, she is. Okay. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, when she sent the sparkles, it turns italic. That's why. You are. But when you sent the sparkles, it doesn't show whoever sends a gift, no matter if you're a mod or not, it doesn't show. It came up when you sent sparkles. It says it always comes up in white. By the way, when she sends a gift, any mod who sends a gift, it comes up white on my end at least. Yes, but if you notice when she said if you sent sparkles too, it would come up white. Okay, or anything sticker. So in the comedy world, if you're talking about politics, it's either I think it does at least. It's either like you got to pick a side, and then do people get offended and not want to work with you? You know, I don't know. I didn't share the Newsmax thing because on social media because besides here because I didn't want people to be like, oh my god, so you're a right winger now, you're a sellout, and I don't like that because I don't think I'm a sellout. I think I'm going where the fucking work is, and I like the people that I worked with on that show. I just don't have like a lot of like political repertoire. Like I just made commentary on some of the things. Politics kind of splits your audience unless you go with something blatantly obvious. Okay, so let's go with something blatantly obvious. Obviously, if you've been on a reality show, people get really pissed off if you're running for office. But I feel like isn't our country sometimes like don't we all like watch? I mean, okay, so how do I spin this? Because reality TV is a form of entertainment, but also it helps people become better, some people, versions of themselves by watching themselves on camera going, fuck, I should probably shift that. I don't know. I liked Spencer Pratt from day one. I've loved the Heidi Montag story, but I also like what the messages that they are sending out. And again, if I would vote for Spencer Pratt, not just because I'm a fan of him and Heidi. They're both older than my parent. Like at this point, Trump and Biden, like you just kind of all right. You know what? The politicians get to be so old that you feel bad. You have to get to a point where you just look at them and feel bad to make fun of them because they're just old. I'm not saying that in a mean way. I mean they're older, like 80. Joe Biden is still alive. What is going on? No, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that because I'm just saying like, does he know what's going on? 7 ounces of instant coffee. Nice. All right. Matt Acoustic just left us a coffee recipe in the chat. So if you want to try it, try it. I think I'm going to put some music on in the background. It is very quiet. I noticed that. But is it going to sound weird? Trump can't play soccer. Good. He should play football. I don't know. So what? Soccer's not the only sport. I'm sorry. I'm getting them. Who cares if he can't play soccer? He's 80. Isn't he 80, right? All right, hang on. I want to just put this music on. So here's the thing, Henry. Henry, where are you based out of? With comedy, it's just very simple. A lot of people don't know what's really going on. First of all, I would like to just talk about how I don't know everything that's going on. Everyone has their own opinions. And when they're very strong opinions, you get people that get angry and aggravated and they start fighting with each other. And that's what causes, hi, John, how are you? Wars and like conflict. And I think the beauty about our country is that we have free speech. We have free speech. You know? Sorry. Something is going on in my ear. We're going to get to jumping jacks today. I'm actually going to do a few jumping jacks to test out my knees. Because my knee's feeling a little weird today. Let's see, is this working here? Before we talk about the corruption in Ukraine, let's talk about the corruption in the grocery stores. Okay? Have you seen how much milk is? I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I know it sucks. I feel bad for them. Terry, so I'm a mechanical technician, building technician, bricklayer, and a very good person. Wouldn't you like to help me find a career somewhere? What do you want me to help you with? I'm a comedian. John said, damn, okay. What's up, Terrence? All right, so let's go to, for example, X. Oh, why is it on my Switch account? Oh, that's why. Honestly, something's going on in my ear because it feels like I can't hear. Maybe I'm so-so this morning. What does that mean? I don't know. I feel like younger brains are needed in many top-level businesses unless you're not stuck in your ways. This is the current climate and people. Have all your facilities still in order. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I can even handle the topic of politics right now because my brain is like, woo. But I should be able to, you know? Morning, no F's given. Let's go. I want to hear both sides of the story. I have friends who are in the LGBTQ community. I have friends from all different races. I have family in different races, family in different, you know, sexual preferences, and then also family who's Republican, family that's Democrat. I got it all, like a smorgasbord. Um, and what I've learned is to lead with love. The best thing I can do, and also not to speak on something unless you really know both sides of the fence. I think what tended to happen when I've, especially like with Trump, was that I have black female friends that were very much against him, and then I would feel bad saying something that I, not that I felt bad, but I was like, oh yeah, I don't want my friends to hate me if I felt like I have other friends who are for him, like, and that's not a friend then, right? I don't know. I don't like that. That's a real thing that would go through my head. Like, oh, my friend will disown me because I'm with people that are supporting him. Do you know? But at the end of the day, I think I've come to realize in the last year, I just don't need to speak on it unless I have a lot of information to back up what I feel, and I don't still. But I'm not going to throw away people. What's the right way to say this? Because it's all tricky. Oh yeah, I've got a pretty cool story of what you can do with your military. I don't know. I don't. I don't. I think everybody blaming him for stupid shit that has nothing to do with him, like the Knicks losing that one game, is dumb. Because it's like before he was in politics, he was like the most loved Celebrity Apprentice. I loved that show. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, what are we doing? Like, their age isn't choosing a side. Too many senior students on both sides who are out of touch and have health problems. That's the problem at any job, let alone a job in legislation decision making. That's a true point. My mom is 77, is going to be 77 in 2 weeks, and she's like, doesn't put the lights on in our house. So it's like that's what we're working with, the mentality of that. That's a good point, Rosie, with the political jokes. Because it's like, well, what are we doing here? And most of the time, every politician we elect is a lot older. Why is that? I can't hear in my left ear. Something's not right. Henry says the media has to make money by making extreme headlines. Do you think the media plays in a part in the controversies and arguments of politics and what's going on? I mean, obviously, right? It's a story. It's entertainment. Something my boyfriend shared with me about on CNN that Dave Chappelle, I thought this was actually a good thing. Like, something's going on in my ear. 100%. The media does. So, here, I'll keep playing the music. Sorry. Can you guys hear the music or no? Now let's put a poll in the chart. Do you think you can't hear the music? Oh, opinion on politics or in politics? Okay, we're gonna go back to the world of comedy and how that relates. I'm noticing that my stream was blurry when I was walking, so we have to fix that. I also feel like my ear, I can't hear out of it this morning for some reason. I need help. Help me, buddy. No, it's okay. We can talk about it. I don't mind. let's put another thing in the chat. Politics is so old. What happened now in my fucking Twitter? So let's do a quick one-liner. Let's see how many one-liners I can do. Every politician is so old that the AARP lets them in for free. I think the AARP everybody in for free, but that's okay. The AARP looks like the media does not have as much impact in states where the internet and AI was soon to be targeted. So I should be wrong about that one, Henry. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I want to get this right here. All right. Why can't I copy and paste? All right. Let's look on Twitter. I still call it Twitter. I don't like to call it X. See, half of this shit I don't know about. Like when you say funding wars, I'm like, why are we? But this is why I don't. A lot of people don't want to get involved because it's too heavy, and that's why we watch dumb shows on Bravo. He's like, I don't want to think about that. Meanwhile, the small privileges that our kids and our families and our friends have every day, we are lucky to have some of those. Anyway, going on to consistency in your life and comedy. We're talking about politics because someone asked if I could do a joke about Trump, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think life was better than before the internet. Every time you press ChatGPT, just remember a small village in Guadalajara is dying of thirst. I still don't get it. I still don't understand the whole thing with when you use AI, you're wasting water. Do you know how many times the sink in my fucking kitchen has been dripping because of a leaky faucet? It's it. Just dive into the deep end. Go for it. You know what I mean? Just own it. I don't know what I'm saying. It's like crazy to me. This is like what? All right. Favorite comedian, put it in the chat. Do you think the media, and then we just ended this one. All right. Everyone thinks the media is playing a role in people's opinions on politics. 87% of you. Okay. All right. So who is your favorite comedian besides Michelle? Who we got? Chris Stefano, Giannis Pappas, Steph Tolev, Jessica Kirsten. Those are some of my faves. Yamanique. All right. See? We're stretching today. High kick. Evil Doom says Ginger Diane from the UK. All right. Gillis is one of yours. Jason. I did ask Manny on the stream, who would you want to work with on the thing on Twitch last night? Comedian would you want to work with if you could? He said Gillis or open for. I said DeStefano. I would say DeStefano. Kirsten would be another. Leanne Morgan, I like her. Ugh. Big Joy, he's funny. Big J. Joy, what's his name is funny too. Big J Okerson, Red Fox. I'm friends with half of them? No. How high can you kick? Okay, let's see. The left leg is higher than the right leg. That's without going on releve or bending my back. This is why my knee is hurting. I just feel what I did. Like bent it weird a little bit. We're gonna put this down for a sec. I wish I was tall. You wish you were tall. Actually, like I said, I think the whole thing with goals and making sure you hold yourself accountable is your mindset, right? Is your mindset. Your mindset needs to be on point with everything. I guess so. I didn't do anything today for my abs. What up? What's up? So you guys couldn't hear this when I was playing it. So hang on. I have a meeting at 11 o'clock, I just realized. Ready? Hey there. Hi, Chris. Chris, what's been going on with you? What's up, Rune Runs? Thank you so much for joining. For everybody that's new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. My name is Michele Traina. I am a comedian, actor, fitness enthusiast. I like high kicks and coffee in the morning. And I like pop, hip hop, rock. I'll listen to anything. Welcome. All right, so this was the music I had playing. Hear it? So could you hear the music because I put the microphone over there? Also, Chris, I'm sorry to hear about your grandfather. Definitely something's going on in my ear. I can feel like the cloudiness. I did play saxophone for about 13 years. And then I don't know where my saxophone went. But I remember like wanting to audition for cabaret, because in cabaret the dancers have to also be able to play an instrument. So that was a dream. But look, there's a lot of dreams I have. I want to play Roxy Hart in Chicago. I want to be on Broadway someday. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I really, the main goal for me is when I started as an actor in college, I wanted to just make I was like, I just want to make my salary as an actor. Like, and like finding the backup that connected when I wasn't making a lot of money. If there was a time where, yeah, sending your grandfather good vibes, Chris. There is a time where I wasn't making a good amount of money as an actor. I always had a backup plan that connected to my work as an actor, hence the teaching theater and dance. Because when you teach theater and dance, you're always going to be directing something, which then puts you in the place of performance and productions and doing what you love to do in the first place, being on set or on stage, right? So creating those opportunities were important for me. And then but I also like when I get to a place where I'm back on stage regularly, like when I have like 5 shows in a row or I'm on set for something, I remember it like, oh, this is what I love. Like, this is what I want to do every single minute of my day. When I shot Divorce Diaries on set, when I was on set, I would come home and just watch the footage. I think we shot it in 5 days, and I loved it. And I was like, I want to do this every day. I loved it, and I still want Divorce Diaries to be on some network someday and filming every day on set and starring in it. And so with that goal in mind, all these big goals of with performing on Broadway, having my own television series, being a headliner at big clubs, having a residency of this Divorce Diary show in Vegas for divorcees celebrating having divorce parties, like all these ideas, right? What happens is I think the big picture and then I get lost on what do I focus on first to get to the big picture. And I think since I've started, I've tried different things to focus on. And when it's not happening fast enough, I'll try to run to the next thing, or I'll just throw myself into leads and emailing and showing up. And then sometimes it's just a waiting process, or I'm not ready yet. So hence the reason why I'm just mainly focusing on building my craft as a stand-up, so that every time I have an opportunity, I have no doubt in my mind that I'm funny enough, because I am. So that's where we're at today. My belly is bloated. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning, Oki. So let's do another pull up. I don't know if you guys could hear the music coming from the microphone, but probably not, right? I'll have to figure that one out with the music in the background. Ah! Whoa! That almost hurt a little bit. Heard it, t-shirt? Oh, that feels good. Yeah, I think that you have to be. So I think that's why I'm gonna cancel. I'm not gonna cancel it. I'm gonna message Neffy and Sethazine and say, look, I want to come and do the show. However, I think we should maybe postpone it till we got some higher. What to say? My own fault in the first place. Have you read Atomic Habits by James Clear? No, I've not, but we're gonna write that one down. Atomic Habits. I have not. I'm going to write that one down. And no, I have tried pole dancing. Just kidding. I don't think I have. I don't remember. So let's write it down. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Well, you guys know I love Ed Milet. So is that like that? I have not tried pole dancing. You're an amazing person. You will only go as far as I work for. Sending love and blessings. Have a good day. Thank you. No, I'm not postponing Atlanta. Atlanta's happening. I'm leaving next Wednesday. Atlanta's happening. And also Atlanta's for deal. Columbus is, I think, what I might have to, someone just wrote. Paul Simon says, good morning, Michelle. My interest is peaked. What? Hi, Paul. I'm so happy to hear. He asked me if this is a pay-to-play situation. Guy asked me, if this is a pay to play situation. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Pay to play means what? Like if I put, oh, I know what that means. Stuff. Ignore what I just said. Pay to play. Like if he's got to pay to play. I'm so happy to hear that you're interested. I want to like sell tickets. That's the fucking goal here, buddy. What do you think? Pay to play? Yeah, come to the show. I don't. What if this is not a pay to play? I invited all these divorce attorneys to the shows. I send them out emails every single week time I go to a city to get my ticket sales up. And for the last 2 years, Atlanta has been decent. And by decent, I mean like 40. I think last year we had in the 30s, but still, like right now, Columbus is at 1, and Atlanta right now is not doing great either. So that's why I just kind of want to pause in Columbus, because this is the problem, is that I've been doing divorce diaries for years, and always it's a grind to get my tickets up because I'm a no name. And also, if right now, I think I've really got the momentum to. It's not that it's also like it's a cliquey show. Like if you're divorced, come and celebrate, and like, okay, but like, and I've been able to, because of my hustle with the show and the TV pilot and the press I've gotten, I've been able to make a name for myself in that way. Some shows I've sold out, some I have not. And right now, I'm just in the middle of like, where do I go from here? Like, do I just focus in on my craft and I do divorce diaries sporadically, which that's what I've been doing throughout the year. And that's why I'm going to Atlanta. Columbus, like if I reschedule it or postpone it, I'll have to, like, I don't know when I'll get out there to do divorce diaries. I just know that if it's Michele Traina headlining, I also will have to promote my tickets. Like if you're a headliner and your tickets aren't doing well, they want you to promote it. But the club promotes it differently than when it's a house show. I will say though, I don't want to say that for all clubs, because Funny Stop, Looney Bin, this one, Punchline, they do market for their shows like mine. They absolutely do. But not every club goes above and beyond for that. They make you do the work. Either way, Dojo was one that always helped with marketing. I hope you can make the show. Punchline. Let me see. I hope this guy buys tickets. I need my fucking sales to go up. And I did a interview at Good Day Atlanta. I don't know if I ever showed you guys. I don't know what the fuck these numbers. I give up. We were at 100 before, and now we're here because I'm probably standing and just talking. But sometimes I just like to stand and talk. I'm also, what the hell? I'm looking for Good Day Atlanta. Why is it not showing up? Atlanta? Where the hell is this at? I thought I had Atlanta. All right. Interesting looking chairs or folding chairs. I have to get a whole new, Good Day Atlanta. Let's try it again. Divorce Diaries. Comedian Michele Traina. Here it is. Oh. This is from a couple years ago. Yeah, I'm going to put it right here. Oh, what's happening? You don't want to see a bubble that shows that their type is really intense. This was 2 years ago.
Finding the humor in divorce is not always an easy thing to do. Comedian Michele Traina, she's not only done it, she's created the award-winning and nationally touring one-woman comedy show Divorce Diaries. And before she takes the stage...
I know some of Dave's openers, but yes, it's awesome. Fuck out of Grindr.
The Atlanta Punchline tonight. She joins us here on Good Day Atlanta to tell us all about it. Good morning. Appreciate you being in here today.
Good morning.
That was funny right there. You think, okay, what in the world are they saying? If it's taking that long to type, I get it.
You know nothing good comes when a bubble appears for that long.
Right. If it's not just a quick yes or no, then I don't want to read it.
By the way, this is my daughter's lip gloss because I couldn't find lip gloss and I had to borrow it, and it's like totally not my color, but whatever.
Right. So you got a live show, web series, podcast, TV pilot. You got a lot happening. I'm glad to see that someone besides divorce attorneys are profiting off really what could be one of the low points of people's lives.
Yes, that and any kind of
This guy's name is so Southern. It was like Bucky or something. Hold on.
like divorce, like related therapy and coaches, although they're great. It's great to kind of heal through humor. And that was always been the journey I've always created for my life. And when I got divorced, I'm like, I got to do something with this, you know?
Let's talk about your background a little bit, because you do have a background in performing as well. This isn't just totally out of left field that you're on stage doing this.
So, I mean, I've been dancing since I was 7, and then I got my theater degree, and then I just started touring with musical theater, doing improv in New York City. And then I was doing one-woman shows, that kind of format, when I was in my early 20s. And then I kind of switched gears, became a theater teacher, got married, had a daughter. And then I started to get divorced. And I wanted to go back into comedy. And I couldn't take an improv class in New York City. They were all full.
He was very nice. Some of the anchors are fucking assholes off camera, and some of them are really nice. He was actually like intrigued. He's like, "This is great." They were really nice at this show.
And I took a stand-up class, and I've been doing stand-up ever since. And I wanted to create from my life, because I was living with my parents, my 92-year-old Italian grandmother, and they're wonderful and loving, but it was like the Real Housewife without the house.
Yeah, I get it.
Chaos.
and that seems like a ripe and fertile ground for some jokes, really, if you have the right personality to.
He said ripe and fertile.
Do that. So, I mean, a lot of people are like, hey, it's not funny, right? But what's been the reaction, and how tough is it to find the humor? Because that is a dealing mechanism.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Let's lean into I'm going to pin your comment. I want to talk about that when we're done. It's a good point of conversation.
Mechanism for people as well.
I feel like I'd rather laugh than be sitting and crying and feeling depressed over it. And even when I've had like depressive moments in my life, I go right to my computer, right to the pen.
Okay, the color doesn't, I think it looks okay, right? I don't know.
To the paper, and
thank you, Sean.
Right? And create from it, because if I can connect my story to other people's stories and make them laugh, then I feel better about myself, and I feel like I'm giving back to them. So that's the main goal. And Divorce Diaries is about the roller coaster of just being a single mom who's trying to find love, when really, like, I'm just looking to find my self-love when it comes down to it.
It's the punchline tonight. So
see, John, I wasn't always looking for a partner. You'll understand that.
It's called Divorce Diaries.
Yeah.
How would you describe the show for someone who hasn't seen it, or someone who might want to go check it out tonight?
Okay, so I describe the show as like everyone comes over my house and you hear my upcoming story of my life. And then by the end of the show, everyone's talking and feeling like we're just having a...
That's my friend Doug. We've known each other since he was 17. He was in the pilot as well.
Big old Italian Sunday dinner together, because the audience gets to participate. So there's like a 45-minute stand-up set. My special guest is Jimmy Bendel, very excited. And then also there's an improv.
He played my father. He died like 2 years ago. Sad. Mike was a good guy. Thank you. It does actually look good now that I think about it.
Part where the audience writes a line to their ex, that if they saw them and what they would say, and then I acted out in.
This was one of my favorite Divorce Diaries shows at Great Falls Comedy Club. It was one of the best. It was a sold out crowd. It was a really good audience and good set.
In a segment in the show. And then I would say, like, the show
shout out Alex Mann for also opening for me and doing the improv. It was really good.
Itself is like the Curb Your Enthusiasm meets hysterical blindness.
Okay.
So that's how I would.
That sounds pretty intriguing. So you have a daughter, and it's a tour that you're doing around the country right now. But I guess when you have a daughter
around the country, this was the only stop at the point. But yes, I was doing Tulsa later on in the year.
You gotta take that into consideration too, right?
Yeah, you have to kind of pick and choose the tour dates around her schedule, her school schedule, co-parenting schedule. But you know what? I really believe if you are pursuing your love and your passion, it'll always work out. It might be a little, like a juggling match, but it works out. And I feel like my daughter inspires me. She's a competitive.
No, I have it pinned because I want to talk about it. It's a good comment. Is that what you're talking about?
Gymnast to like keep doing what I love, because why not?
Right. Has she seen the show? And if so, I mean, how does that dynamic work?
She's in the pilot, actually. She says at the very end of the pilot, Divorce Diaries, and she made this up all.
Yeah, this is a fun fact.
On her own. She knows I do comedy about my life. Divorce Diaries is a story about a single mom telling her stories about divorce and being funny about it. And that's what she came up with. And it is. And I mean, she doesn't need to hear like the adult rated jokes.
I mean, now she does. She's 14.
But I think it's, and it's all in good fun, because if we can't poke fun at ourselves,
Right.
then we're like living in this dark headspace,
Yeah, we're almost out of time. So, but it's, you got the comedy show, and then you have the podcast, you have the Netflix.
Yes.
Tell us what else.
We'll love Netflix. So my comedy special.
Okay, your comment's not showing up for me at all. So maybe you did get rid of it. I don't see it at all.
Specials on Amazon Prime. I also host a show called What's Up New York on nytc.com you can check out. And also there's a podcast, Divorce Diaries YouTube, divorcediariesshow.com, and especially get your tickets for tonight at Punchline.
All right. Can people follow you on Instagram? Where's that?
All over Instagram, Michele Traina, Divorce Diaries.
All right, good stuff. Well, good luck tonight at the Punchline. I hope it's a great show, and I'm sure a lot of people will come out and have a lot of fun. You can catch Michele Traina's Divorce Diaries stand-up show tonight at the
I need to get new promos.
Punchline Comedy Club. That's located at 3652 Roswell Road.
I forgot this guy's name. It was just very southern. Like, hold on, let me see if I go back. Buck. This is his name.
New comedian Michele.
His name is Buck, and if you do know, look, Buck Lanford. If you know Atlanta, like there's the Buckhead section, and that's where Punchline is. It's a nicer section because Atlanta can be a little rough, but I feel like every city has a rough area, But Buckhead, yeah. So we are going to send this to this attorney and see what he says. I'm hoping, whoops. We have movies back. I'm hoping to do some press with them again this year. Let me know if you have any questions. Buck Hardy used to be one of my. Yeah, I don't know. Is it pay to play? Like, just buy a ticket, bro. That's what I'm begging you to buy a ticket. I just love that he was like, is it pay to play? My interest is peaked. Please come to the show. Do you want me to get down on my knees and beg? My subscription numbers are down every day. My ticket sales are down. I'm going to have to postpone a show in Columbus, aka I hate saying the word cancel. And like, buddy, pay to play, whatever. Just come, please. But I do feel more confident about just getting up on stage. There's the tickets have not sit. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I got to do a lot more marketing today and begging, not begging, but did you have to practice your interview in public? No. That's a great question, Rosie. Did I have to practice my interview and public speaking skills, or are you naturally good at it? It comes off as natural. I will give myself this. I definitely don't have to practice. It does come natural. I mean, I think that's part of my training as in theater. Well, I was going to ask if you could drive her down. Oh, man. Okay. If I sell 20 tickets in Tulsa, I want backstage access, pre-room snacks, and some swag. Well, the next time I'm in Tulsa, we'll definitely have a VIP, and I'll have something special for my YouTubers and my moderators. We'll definitely do something. Don't worry. Man, I wish I had that talent. Oh, thanks, Rosie. Wait, I also want to talk about Oki's comment. But I don't know. It's having myself in it. It's fine. Yes. Perfect. My mom told me that my ex-husband's mom called her to talk yesterday. I was like, okay. And I think it's cute. It's just I think because my daughter's stepmom and my mom were talking at lunch when my daughter had her promotion ceremony, then we all went to lunch, and she was talking with my mom, you know, and she being like telling, and then the stepmom told his wife told, I guess his mom, oh, you should talk. You know, I don't know. People, it's like we've been divorced 11 years. Like, yeah, sure, call my mom. You want to talk, the kids, the grandkids, whatever. Do your thing. Yes, Rosie is talented. Wait, so now what we were talking about a second ago was, hang on. You should lean into the pissed off Jersey girl. Yeah, that's what Greg Simmons said, to lean into the Italian Jersey girl bit. I feel like I do already. I could lean into it more though. Yeah, I think that was a note I've gotten before, lean into it. I think there's some comics that do that are from Jersey. I don't know. Yeah, like I feel like I can lean into. I'm not the atypical Jersey girl, like getting my acrylics. Like I get my nails done, but I can't afford to get it done every single week, you know? But I'm the kind of Jersey girl that will go off about random shit. No, I not go off. Like I am the typical like girl, Jersey girl that like, what the fuck do you mean? Like as soon as you get pissed off, we start blaring with the F bombs. We're ready to fight. You know? That kind of shit. So that's why I loved being a host, though, for What's Up New York, because that was a time period where everybody was like, wow, you're really good at this. I got that a lot when I was hosting that show, especially from the people that I was interviewing that were nervous, from my manager, my ex-manager, from my boss. He used to do used to have like a what is the thing called when people watch it? A focus group, and they liked me. They thought I did good. Yes, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I pinned your comment. So whatever that means to embrace it more, I don't know if I physically know what that means. But like to embrace it more. How? Because I do feel like I do the whole stuff about my mom and my dad. I don't know sometimes if the younger audience is going to understand a little bit of that banter that my parents had with me. Why do they call it the Garden State? I don't fucking know. That's what a typical Jersey girl won't know half the shit that is around her. I don't know why it's a Garden State. I didn't realize New Jersey has farms. I only pay attention to the New York City tri-state area and the beach. And then when you find out there's like a side closer to Pennsylvania, people are like, ew. Like, it's counties. What county are you from? What exit are you from? I still don't even know. I think 151 is my exit. You don't know because you just drive past it all the time. And my boyfriend's from a county that's like 45 minutes away from me. And even that is too much in the country for someone like me that was closer to the city. You know, because I remember going, oh, wow, that's, whoa. Like my aunt's sister and her kids lived, this is an aunt from through marriage, in the county my boyfriend grew up in. And I remember thinking, damn, that's so far away. Who the fuck lives there? And it's just because, like, that's the Jersey mentality. Oh my God, you live 30 minutes away, but it's really not that far at all. It means we're gonna need you to drop some mofos and caxas like a Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz, yes. I still want to meet Joey Diaz. I'm waiting for the dojo to open. He's there a lot. My friend Vic opens for him. I think he opened for him last night at the Improv. Cheers. Everybody hit that like. Everybody hit that like. We gotta get to 100 likes. So I personally think that I need to postpone this. I need to talk to the comedian that booked me and say, look, can we postpone all of this so my numbers go up? But then I don't want him to be like, well, I thought you could do it. And then he's like, we still have a couple more weeks. then I gotta buy a plane ticket. I wouldn't mind. It's the plane ticket fare for a lot of shit. Didn't know I'm going into it. That's my fault. I like traveling for stand-up. I like getting those spots filled. You know, fuck, man. I forgot about. So I got an email from my agent yesterday. Oh, my microphone was over there. Sorry about that. And it's for a Puma commercial. There's only 4 of us on the email. So I don't actually know if I could do it because it's very long. I think I need to. Oh, it's due by 8 o'clock tonight. Oh, it's just a scenario. Okay, that's good. This is so fucking long. Like, why, like, I don't know. I have it right here. I printed it out. All right, so it's a Puma commercial. Puma golf campaign. Choose golf attire that's modern, stylish, and bold. I don't choose. What the hell? I don't have. This is what makes me laugh. I don't have any of that shit. I'm good, Kashi. How's it going with you? I don't have golf shit. I don't golf, and I don't. That's it. Whatever. It is what it is. So, motivation to just get better in my stand-up and go from there. This is why I had it up higher, I feel like. Than I have. I definitely left my tripod at New York Comedy Club. Damn it. Because I can't find it. Yeah, I think that I think then I have to just be honest and say, look, I would love to make it work, but because I have the cost of plane, I feel like it's better to postpone it now as opposed to waiting. Because I'm flying out there. I don't want him to get mad and then be like, fuck her, I'm not working with her again. That we don't want to do. That I'm a little nervous about. So, what's up, Drake? I don't want to get people pissed off at me. You know? I don't know where I put my, I don't know where I put the, where did I put the, where is my, oh, there it is. I asked my daughter, I said, did we throw out all the garbage from yesterday? And I was like, is it still in the car? And there it is, sitting right there, smelling. Who's not doing much work for me? Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I mean, he might be. That's the thing is, like, they don't need to. He did say, I'll run an ad for you. So, I mean, there's that. But I don't think, like, I don't want him to be like, why are you dropping out so quickly? Ugh, smells. Ew. Yikes. My daughter let this sit and now it's just smelling. She got excited because we got ice cream yesterday. We were hyped up when we came home. Sorry, hang on. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to say no. This is the other reason why Tulsa will have to wait, because if I'm not featuring for somebody else, there's no point of me flying out there for $500, if not more, to make $500. And I don't mean that because I can do that. Yes, I can do that, but I might as well just stay here and get sets to work on my craft and get funnier. Because I've done the building my brand, my show. I've done it enough times now where I have, okay, sorry. Yeah, that's true. My boyfriend would agree with you on that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to just tell him that. I just don't want him, I just don't want him to get mad, but I have to just take the chance. I can't waste any money. I also secretly was hoping, like Chris Kattan is at New York Comedy Club that weekend, and I was like, oh my God, if I could feature for Chris. I think my ex-manager reps him though. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. I know he worked with him before. Falling over. Here we go. Move the garbage can. Hi, Kirkland. How are you? We need... How many more? Let's see. We're going to make it today, but it's okay. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, my stomach. 7, 8, 9, 10. 26 more. We need 26 more to get to 100. Yeah, I think that the Ohio show might have to get postponed. Realistically, it's just going to get canceled if I ask him to move it to another date. Has a venue ever gotten mad at you or other people for moving or canceling? No. No, I mean, there was 2 clubs that Maine I postponed like last year. I was like, I just don't think it's worth. They didn't provide a hotel. I had to postpone it. Same thing with Emily's club in Chicago. I want to go to Chicago again because I filmed my special there. It was a lot of fun. I have done good numbers there. Yeah, there's no shortage of comedians, true. But at the same time, I don't. She was a little. I think she was a little upset because she's like, I've been promoting it. So that was the only thing. She didn't like get mad at me. She's like, things happen, you know, because I told her, my daughter said, gymnastics me, it's too much like to travel. And I think that's why right now I'm just pausing on everything I do with those touring shows because I don't want it to cost me money. That's what, okay, that is exactly what John said. Austin was the best bang for my buck, 100%. I was able to do Divorce Diaries in Austin, have other spots, and try for Kill Tony. So I think maybe the reality is I just keep doing Divorce Diaries in the tri-state area in Austin and anywhere else I have if I have an opportunity to, if I'm getting booked in something that's outside of Jersey, right, and I'm getting paid, I can also maybe do a Divorce Diaries there. You could get on the Secret Show with Red Band. I could try. I mean, I've tried to figure out anybody else that has been booked on it. Like Vic, my friend Vic got booked on it because he knows Joey Diaz. I mean, he works with Joey Diaz. That's why. Because I asked him, like, how'd you get booked on the Secret Show? And he's like, oh, Joey. Got it. Ow. Woo! Okay. So I'm hoping that it does shift. Yeah, obviously, I just don't want Neffy to be like, because he's close with Cypher. He works with some people. He knows Dave Chappelle. Like, I don't know if this is working this way. And I just don't want to disappoint people and get them angry, but it's my own fault for like, I don't know. I just like getting booked and being able to travel with my work, but this is not financially going to move me ahead. It's not going to move me ahead at this point. I have an established show. I have a group. Well, we built my YouTube series up to at least say my YouTube channel here has been growing despite right now what it's looking like. I have proven to grow and stay consistent, and I can't lose money right now. I mean, if he were to be like, we'll pay for your airfare, then sure. But he's not doing that. Right, they make money on the road, correct. So, and that's also like if you're a touring comic and you're headlighting places like theaters, you go from clubs and you go to theaters and you go to places like Madison Square Garden. You know, like that's the ultimate goal, right? I am gonna try for Kill Tony. All right, I'm gonna actually message him now, I guess, right? Hi. My ear is feeling weird. I wonder if there was another Atlanta piece. Let's see. What was the other good day? Oh, Pix 11. Did I ever show you guys? I showed you guys Pix 11, right? Yeah, here it is. Here we go. Local spots should be practicing new material and meeting features like Mark Norman. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think biggest thing right now is to focus in on the craft. Dojo. But the dojo's been closed for the last month and a half. I don't know what's going on. I hope that they're reopening. Somebody was complaining about them not adhering to capacity, and they were. I'm just being a jerk off there. So, yeah, I mean, the dojo's one. New York Comedy Club, like I said, I hung out. I hung out there and I met Chris Stefano. So, keep making us laugh every day. Thank you. All right, here we are.
Your comedy gold.
Yeah, she's a divorced mom from New Jersey who wasn't afraid to poke fun at herself and the chaos of single motherhood. Listen.
But I wasn't always this happy, you know? A list.
You may know her from her hit show Divorce Diaries, and she's currently gearing up for a big performance at City Vineyard this Friday. So please welcome Michele Traina. Great to have you here.
What's up?
Yes, we all love Chrissy Day.
I'm so excited to be here. It's great to have you. So your comedy is based on your life as a divorced single mom.
Yeah.
Look at that outfit.
The Divorce Diaries. Right? So talk about that whole transition and how it came into a big show.
Well, I love love, and I grew up in an Italian Catholic household. My parents were love at first sight, so I thought the person that I first met, my first boyfriend, would be my love at first sight, but it didn't turn out that way.
Okay.
So I ended up moving back home with my parents, my 2-year-old daughter at the time, my handicapped dog, and my Italian grandmother. So I felt like the Real Housewife without the house, and I loved I was obsessed with, like, I would like sit on my phone. I didn't have a TV. I would watch Bravo and like escape. I'm like, I just want cameras to follow me. So I started writing jokes, and I've done one woman shows before with my theater background. So I'm like, let me just get on stage and start doing something. And I have an improv background. So I was like, I need to turn this into something funny and not painful, because everything around me was kind of falling apart and it was hard. So I'm Italian. We come from a big family. We make jokes at life's mishaps.
Yeah.
So that's what the natural.
That's what it is. And like, that whole household is a TV show in itself. But Divorce Diaries has really kind of taken off, right?
Yes. I mean, we're manifesting it always to take off, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
hopefully.
it's been a journey. So it's been about almost 10 years now since I had the first workshop in New York City.
Yep.
And it first was like a one-woman play, and they turned it into a comedy show when I started doing stand-up. Because when I first did it as a play, I noticed people were like leaving the theater crying, and I was like, oh, I don't want that. That's like, you cry enough when you see your lawyer bill and everything, your credit score. So like, I need to make people laugh. And I was dating after divorce, and that was a disaster. So I broke up with an ex-boyfriend. I mean, he'd even call me his girlfriend. So I have to be like, you know what?
Red flag.
Red flag, right? So I got up and I did a stand-up class, and then I've been doing it ever since. And I turned it into a comedy show.
That's great.
And shot a TV pilot and a comedy special, and now just touring with the show and manifesting more for it. You know,
Well, good for you. And you have a show this Friday at City Vineyard. What can your fans expect?
They can expect a lot of humor on the post-divorce, dating, parenting. If you're just like in a transition, you'll love the show because I mix stand-up with improv. People can come and feel like they connect to the show, even if they're not divorced, because I talk about my past as a Jersey girl in college, as a shop girl, to being a teacher, teaching theater, and then trying to date emotionally unavailable men, but you know, finding love in the most hopeful places. I feel like anybody can connect to the show, whether they're divorced, married, or single.
Yeah.
And they can write a line to their ex, and then I act it out on stage with my special guest.
Which, and some of your special guests include some of the Real Housewives, right?
Oh, no. So I've performed with one of the Real Housewives' husbands, Joe Gorga. So that was separate from Divorce Diaries, but I had a blast.
How did that happen, though?
Yeah, we just connected with our teams, and I got to host for them. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, so what would be your advice then to somebody that's either newly divorced,
I just
not
wanna say-
contemplating divorce?
I would say if you're unhappy and you've tried every avenue, then it's time to pivot and find your road back to your happy. Because people always say, like, why you make fun of divorce? It's so depressing. I'm like, well, divorce helped me find myself again. So you have to go with what your gut is telling you.
Now, you said you go after the emotionally unavailable men. Have you found one yet that's available? That's still
Come to the show on Friday.
Fun fact, I just started messaging with John at this point. Not like we didn't even, I don't think we've exchanged numbers yet. But this was like a month. This was March 21st of last year. Wait. What year is it? 2024. So John and I started dating in May. No. John. I'm going to answer your question, Corey. Yes. John and I started dating May 1st, 2025. This was March 2025. And yes. Okay, that's putting it. Yeah, I have my moments in improv. I'm do pretty good. Last night on the Twitch stream, Manny talked about me at the Banana Mic and how I fucking killed it. I can't wait for that to be released so you can see my improv. That was the best stand up with my improv that I have done, I would say. Yes, this was on Pix 11. Hang on, I'll show you the rest of it. I'm looking. Come to the show. Where are you guys? Let's go. Come on.
But this whole Divorce Diaries, it's a whole brand now?
It's a brand. So I have literally everything. I have the Gary Vaynerchuk mentality. I have put myself on every single thing. You're going to see toilet paper with Divorce Diaries on it. So I have a podcast. I have a TV pilot on Prime Video, a comedy special, coffee mugs, everything. Because I feel like share the journey throughout. So
okay. And you can score some free tickets, right?
Yeah, so if you tag City Vineyard and hashtag Divorce Diaries, we're going to give away 2 tickets. I'm going to put it on my story by Thursday this week.
Okay, very good. Michelle, thank you for bringing the energy this morning. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
And good luck with the dating.
Oh, well,
Keep us posted.
Oh, look at that. 2 months later. No, I'm kidding. Yes. I have to go. I have a meeting in 20 minutes. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Atlanta is next Thursday, a week from today. That show is happening no matter what. If there's 4 people or if there's 4,000, let's do it. Love you guys. Stay tuned for more. Thank you for joining.